can't tell women to lower their expectations, but this is the reality. When you ask a man if you could have a woman who had 80% of everything you wanted, 75% say, yeah, I'm on board. When you say to a woman, a man has 80% of what you want, 75% say that's not enough. But even look at the media. I read that on Tinder, a man of average attractiveness has to swipe right 200 times to get one coffee. And then 4 of those 5 coffees will ghost him, has to swipe right 1,000 times to get one coffee. And these men become much more prone to misogynistic content, much more prone to nationalistic content, blaming other people for the lack of economic opportunity. I worry that we are literally evolving a new species of asexual, asocial male. And if a man by the age of 30 hasn't either lived with someone or married someone, there's a 1 in 3 chance he's going to have a substance abuse problem. Like finding an attractive, intelligent woman, generally speaking, 75% of people who've been married longer than 30 years say in the beginning, one was much more interested in the other. And it was almost always the man. Women are much choosier than you hear these women talk about it. He was kind. He was good at work. I liked the way he smelled. He was funny. Where do men demonstrate excellence? When they're not going to college, they're not going into an office because of remote work. They're not going to church. They're not going to temple. Where does a woman have the opportunity to fall in love other than these baseline metrics? And you were talking about women say, you've seen these TikToks, over $100,000. That's not unreasonable. And over 6 feet.
Just like the man is supposed to potentially take a woman who's bringing less to the table, the women at that level necessarily don't want to step down and take a man that's bringing less to the table. You are now seen as a success in a relationship. If she does the same thing with a guy, is seen as a failure. She needs to, that's the whole point of this. What was the word? Hypergamous. It's the fact of they're beyond their own inadequacies and nervous and timid and all that. So beyond those inadequacies, they're unwilling to step down. If she does the same thing with a guy, is seen as a failure.